What's up, guys? It's Jordan from Awesome Motoring here. I am recording. It's a little bit different of a video here. Basically, what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be like a story time. So I had a little bit of a situation on Friday, and it went well at first, and then it seemed to be going a little bit off. So I wanted to get the word out there, get the story out there, so people won't get in my same predicament, so to speak. But there's going to be no cuts, there's not going to be any editing to this video, just for the sake of being pure, so you guys could understand exactly what went on. Yeah, so without further ado, let me start. So over the past couple weeks, I've been trying to sell. I had a 2010 BMW M3 convertible. I'll probably put a picture like right here or something, but I had this car for just over a year now, and the whole purpose of it was to have fun. It was supposed to be some type of car that just always worked. One thing that didn't happen is reliable. Again, another thing that didn't happen. Just something that I would be able to enjoy. And it did work for like 2 months or so until it started giving problems. Like me having to refill the oil every month. Pretty sure that's not normal within a car. And I put the exhaust on it, took it off, changed the exhaust. The exhaust was too loud. Even doing a muffler delete, like, it's ridiculously loud. The car was just a bit too much to handle in terms of just being a BMW in general. Like, I ended up going back and forth between the workshop that they had, a whole bunch of problems with just oil consumption, and with that car, it got too expensive. So we decided that we need to sell it. So I decided that I'd go through CarMax with this, because I just want to get rid of the car. I ended up losing, there's lost money on it, and it made no sense to keep it. So went through CarMax, went there the first time to get their appraisal. It was in March, I believe, and got the appraisal. The appraisal was for a pretty good price. It is much more than I was expecting for the car. A lot less than we paid for it, but much more than I was expecting. So went and got the appraisal, pretty happy with it, but we chose to hold off a little bit until the summer months. It might be a little bit better getting the car sold then, so that we could get a little bit more money for it somehow. Yeah, so we waited, and still oiling problems and all of that, just so much stress. So the car sat for a little bit, and just last week we decided to take it back to CarMax to see if we can get any more money out of it. We didn't get any more money out of it. We got the same appraisal. So we were just like, let's just go and let's do it. Let's just get rid of it. And I just thought like this is the end. This is the end of the car. This is the end of everything that we need with it. So went the first time. I needed some credentials I didn't bring with me. I don't know what I was expecting to sell the car. That day I didn't know what I was expecting to bring or anything like that, but yeah, that didn't work the first time, so I went back the next day and ended up needing a lot more stuff that I thought in the first place, than what I brought the next day. So came the third time. This is on a Friday, and brought all the papers with me. 2-hour process. Brought my friend with me, just as someone to keep me company basically, and finished it. And I was wondering, like, why did I bring my friend with me if I need to get a ride home? So I mean, I thought about that. It hit me all the way after we finished, but it wasn't too much of a problem because there's so many ride-sharing companies. Like, you either get a taxi, you get an Uber, you get a Lyft, anything like that. So basically, I went and I ordered an Uber using Google Maps, and that's like a totally normal thing. So I went and I ordered the Uber, and the Uber came, and the guy is like in a '05 Chevy Cobalt, and this car, it sounded bad coming up, it looked bad coming up. We got in the car, the engine light was on, all these little lights were on. It's just like it wasn't too good of an experience, just like getting in the car at all. So I didn't have too high hopes of this guy or his car. I'm not gonna put out their names or anything out there for you guys to look to them, but yeah. So I went and I did that, and we got in the car. The guy started driving away, and he kept asking like, "Are you sure you're going to the address, which is my house address?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is the address." And he kept asking, maybe about 6 times he asked. And we get out on the road and we start to go, and he's about to pull on the highway, and he's like, "You know what, guys? I'm really tired, and I really don't want to do this today. I've had a long day. Um, you know, I'm just gonna. Is it alright if I just drop you by the Lowe's? I'm just gonna, I'm gonna drop you by the Lowe's and call it a day because I can't do this." And I'm like, is this guy really like refusing to drive me? I understand he had a long day or whatever, but when you sign up for the Uber business, you don't exactly, take a ride to refuse the ride, especially when this particular CarMax is an hour and 50 minutes away from my house. So, yeah, I was a little bit upset, but I'm like, you know what? Drop us off. We'll call another one. So he dropped us off, and I'm like, all right, so you're gonna cancel a ride? He's like, no, you have to cancel it. I'm like, why do I have to cancel it? And knowing that they'll charge me partially for the trip if I cancel it, the guy's like, oh, I can't do it from my end. I'm like, yes, you can. So he sits there for like 5 minutes, acting like he can't cancel the ride. He eventually figures it out because he's wasting his own time. Cancels it. I still get charged for the ride. But I'm sorting that out with Uber right now. The real part that made me upset was the next guy that came. So this guy ordered a next Uber. Takes about 5 minutes for him to come. Comes in a brand new Hyundai Kona. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'll put a picture. But brand new bright green Hyundai Kona. Fully decked out and stuff. Like huge wheels and everything. Like it looks nice. I'll admit it looks nice. So we get in a car, and this guy doesn't have an Uber sticker or anything on, like no badge, no nothing. But it's right on the app. So we get in the car, me and my friend, and we ask him what his name is, it corresponds with it, so it seems like we're good. The guy is in this workout clothes, and he has his workout bag in the front seat, so I'm like, where'd you come from, or like, how's your day going? And he's like, I just came back from LA Fitness. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I've been doing Uber for about 5 days now. Okay, I understand everyone has to get their start somehow. So like, we start going. He asked me about the address again. It's about 3 times, and he gets a little bit hesitant along the go, but he says, all right, I'll take you guys. So we start going down the road, and this guy is swerving all over the road. Like he's going every single second that car is beeping because he's crossing the double lines, and crossing them, putting on his glasses, taking them off, fidgeting at the wheel. I'm like, this is a little bit weird what he's doing here, but okay, I'll work with it or whatever. But yeah, so he's driving, and then at the end, so he pulls up to my house. And I said you can park in a parking lot. He parks in my driveway, but whatever. That wasn't the big deal. The big deal was when I got out the car, and he got out the car too. So I'm like, I guess I'll shake his hand or whatever, because I guess that's, I don't know, it seemed like his culture. He seemed to be Oriental or Asian but, so I shake his hand, and he's like, I forgot my wallet at home, and I forgot my license at home. I have no money with me. Can I have gas money? And I'm standing there, I'm like, I'm just in shock. Like, is this guy really asking me for gas? after it's $113 ride from there to here, and you want me to pay for your gas also. After I already gave him a tip and a rating on Uber before he pulled up to my house. So I'm like, no, I don't carry cash because I usually don't carry cash at all. Um, and my friend's like, here's $5, and the guy's like, oh, this is not gonna take me home. I'm like, well, I don't carry cash. He's like, go in your house and get some cash and bring it back out. I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I need gas money. And I mean, this guy isn't gonna leave at this point because he needs gas money. So the only thing he knows around this area is my house. I don't want him coming back. So I go inside, I get $20, I give it to him. And then he says, it says something smart or something like that, but he sits there and he's just like, alright, see you. And then he leaves. And then I'm looking at my friend's laughing, and I'm here just like, I'm in shock. Like, how is this guy gonna ask me for money after giving me the ride? It's almost like he thought he was one of my friends, and like he's doing me a favor or something like that. Like, if you sign up for the ride, you accept the ride, you accept all the terms and conditions that come with the ride, and my only interaction. Hey guys, the reason why I'm here right now is because as I'm editing this video, I realized that the audio is now corrupt of the next clip because the GoPro died and changed all the settings. And that's great for me. So I said it's gonna be full full video, no cuts. Don't think it's gonna be like that right now. Might in the future once I have my GoPro set up completely. But to end the story out, basically, um, I I didn't call, I emailed Uber support and I told them about everything. They didn't handle it too well, so um, meaning that they didn't give me the money that I clearly deserve. I don't expect them to give me a full refund, but they gave me $3, and that's just I don't know if I'm gonna take any more action on that, but basically like that guy, if he could have got pulled over, I would have been stuck, and then I had other stuff to do that day, and I would have been stuck out of that too. So I believe that there is some type of value in terms of that if that would have happened. So, but yeah, other than that, guys, check us out. We have a clothing line as a monstermotoring.com. I see you're already wearing a shirt here. It's the Stig, and this is our crown logo that we designed before, and everything's on the website. I mean, we have these shirts, we have two other shirts, so go check us out and stay monsters, guys. See you later.